And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? Click like Power Boys. Make say Wild Boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel Boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Big gang, first name James. He interviewed, he called the games. Silver blue, you know the name. From the Ennis Smith to the Michael Irv. We beating skins, shooting birds. I see a baby snatch it out of spur. Favorite team on the planet Earth. From Monday night to Sunday church. DJ putting in the work. I'm tuning in, no need to search. Through thick and thin and good and worse. Them Cowboys, click like Power Boys. Make say Wild Boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel Boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the goddamn, they did it again. How about them Cowboys? Click like Power Boys. Make say Wild Boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel Boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that's silver and blue that did it again. Them Cowboys, click like Power Boys. Make say Wild Boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel Boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the goddamn, they did it again. How about them Cowboys? Click like Power Boys. Make say Wild Boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel Boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that's silver and blue that did it again.
What's good, everybody? What is good? What is good? And what is good? It's Big Game James, man. I'm back again in effect, in the place to be. You know what I mean? And it's another session of Coach J Film Day. You know what I mean? I've been a little kind of melatonin on other ones. You know, I'll be in the mornings, man, tired, but I had to wake up. Got to get this video in. Just did one yesterday on Jamin Davis, linebacker from Kentucky, who's shooting up the boards with that great pro day. Went ridiculous. I like his talent. I think he's a little green around the ears. But, man, I think in a couple years, boy, his ceiling is crazy. But guess what we're talking about today? A cornerback, everybody's been talking about J.C. Horner. I did a video on him. Everybody's been talking about Caleb Farley. Did a video on him. Patrick Surtain. Didn't do a video on him. I don't know why. I just don't want to do a video on him. I'm not hating on Patrick Surtain when I say this. I just don't want to do a video on him. But anyway, today we're talking about Mr. Asante Samuel Jr. from the Mr. Asante Samuel, who I watched with the Patriots. Watched him with them Eagles. Asante Samuel Jr. Asante Samuel was a beast. Could play that ball. I remember when he was really with the Patriots, he was just a ball hawk. Guy that could take that ball out the air, was getting interceptions, was going to be physical with you, was going to be in your face. It was going to be a problem all game. That's what you know about Asante Samuel. To me, playmaker, and you were going to be in a fight all game with this dude. He wasn't going to give you an inch. He wasn't going to give you anything. You were going to be in a battle all game with him. That's what I remembered about his dad. And guess what? What they say, the apple don't fall from the tree. This is what you have right here. Asante Samuel Jr., cornerback out of Florida State. I got his pro day numbers up here. 5'10", 180 pounds. Average. Average hands, average arms, average wingspan. Pretty good 40 time. 4'4", 4'5" guy. Average. Vertical jump, 35. Pretty average. Bench press, I like that. 12. I like 12 on that bench press. 3 cone. When you look at across the board, not an elite athlete by any means. But a good athlete, not a terrible athlete, but he's not that guy that's like the Caleb Farley that's doing ridiculous, crazy numbers. But guess what? He's a football player. This is what he did in 2020, 30 tackles, 1 forced fumble, 3 interceptions. I got one of those interceptions. Actually, I don't because I'm not doing the 2020 tape. I went to his 2019 tape, and I got the Virginia game. But I was going to do a 2020 game. The only one I had available was against Syracuse. Didn't really turn up in that game. It was kind of a boring type game, but one of the things I loved about that game, watching Asante Samuel Jr., first play, pushing the dude after the play, chippy, pushing him, all that good stuff. But I'm going to show a video about him, and then we're going to talk about what Mario Edwards said about him because he recruited him at Florida State. You can make sure you go check out that video, selfish plug. Go check out that video with Mario Edwards where he says it's about Asante Samuel Jr., goes with everything the way he plays. But let's listen to himself when he's talking about and describing how he feels he is as being an outside corner. Listen to what he says. This was get you excited about him because this is what I like. But check him out.
Hey, Asante, appreciate you. So the big thing out there about you right now is, are you a nickel or are you an outside guy? Of course, you have good tape on the outside. So when teams ask you, do you feel as if you can hold up on the outside? What do you tell them?
Oh, of course. I feel like I'm an outside guy. I've been playing outside all my life. I played nickels sometimes my sophomore and freshman year, but at the end of the day, I make my plays on the outside, and I feel like I'm a dominant corner on the outside. They try to look at my height and say that things in that nature, but Jair, I'm the same size as Jair Alexander. He's a dominant NFL cornerback right now, one of the best in the league. So I feel like size doesn't matter. It's about the heart and the dog mentality you have on that field.
Pardon the interruption right there, but you already said right. I'm an outside corner. I can play a little bit of slot, but I'm an outside guy. That's what I've been playing my whole career. I'm a dog. People try to box me in and say I'm this, put me in a slot because of my size like they did with Jordan Lewis. But he's saying, you know what? That's not me. I am a outside corner. I love the example he brought with Jair Alexander. I love that comparison. And like he said, I'm the same height as him, and he's a dog. You see what he does? I'm a dog. And he said, it ain't just with the height, it's that dog. And that's what I love about J.C. Horn when he talk about that dog. Wouldn't it be great if you got a J.C. Horn and Asante Samuel Jr.? Wow, 2 dogs like that. That's bringing dog. I need all that dog. I like that. But let's jump in here and let's watch a few clips that I like about Asante Samuel Jr. Aggressiveness. You'll see some things that he can really offer the team. Like I said, not a supreme athlete, but athletic enough. So let's see here. You see him at the bottom of the screen, number 26. More of a man-to-man guy when you really watch him. I think he can definitely play the zone, keep things in front of him, but I definitely feel he's more of a man-to-man guy, that guy that's going to get in your face, the J.C. Horn type that's going to fight you every single play, after the play, when the play is over, in the play, all over the play. This dude is going to fight every single play. And if you go check that Mario Edwards video that I was telling you about that was the cornerback for the Dallas Cowboys, and he was at Florida State. He was on the defensive staff for about 8 years, and he said he recruited Asante Samuel Jr. Make sure you go check out that video and that interview. And he said just what he said. Listen, don't slip on Asante with that size. Don't be slipping on him because he ain't a big dude. He's gonna fight you. He's technically sound. He's gonna come at you, and he's gonna fight you every play. And you're gonna have to play your A game to really make plays on him. And when you watch him and when you look at him, thickly built. That's the thing that kind of jumps out to me about him. Thickly built. Really good reaction. You can tell the awareness. You can tell the traits of the father. You can tell he's been around the game. Already it looks like he's quick to decipher plays. His footwork is good and clean. Hips can come in and out of breaks with his hips, with his turns. Smooth as far as that. Not choppy with his feet. Like I said, real good awareness, able to break on the ball quickly. I like those things. Doesn't seem to be a big-time playmaker to me as far as, getting interceptions left and right, although he did have 3 interceptions this past season. I don't think he's that guy. He may get, pluck him out the air here and there, but I just don't think he's that guy that's just going to get interceptions. But he is a guy that's going to lock you down. He is a guy that's going to make you fight. He is a guy that you're going to have to get plays. Like, you're going to have good small windows because he's going to be all in your face. He's going to be all over you. And he's going to make you work, and he's going to have to make that quarterback get inside those windows. But let's just watch a few plays from him right here. I think I'm starting off with this one good play. I got him here at the bottom of the screen. Quarterback goes out for this pass, but look how I'm going to show you what we're talking about. I think this might be the play right here. Let's see. All right. Yeah, so now I know he's a little bit out the picture, so I do apologize. So I paused it. I'm gonna play the whole thing so you can see the whole thing. Now watch. Some cornerbacks turn their whole body, but watch how he turns and opens his hip right here. Doesn't go for that fake. Boom, right there. See that? Let's go back to there. Watch this. Watch him trail. Doesn't go for that quick move. Boom. Now watch right here. See, when this receiver is making this turn right here, some cornerbacks where you see him right here, some cornerbacks will make that full turn around right here and try to mimic him. I seen it. I think it was in the Seattle game where I seen a few of our corners right when this receiver breaks at the top of his break, at the top of that route when he makes that break right here. I've seen our corners just do a full turn right here and then try to go down. Well, by the time you made that full turn, you lost the receiver. You lost the recited receiver. In that quick split second, he has you. But watch how he doesn't do that. It looks like he's going to make that full turn, but watch how he opens his hips right here. That's what I liked about it. Look at that. Boom. It was easy. I like that. No breaking motion, no nothing. Once again, watch it again. Come right here. See, look. See him right there? I know it's a little hard. See him right there where he could turn his whole body and lose the sight by turning his head the other way. But watch how he breaks and opens his hips. Smooth. Boom. Just like that. Transition. Pretty. That was pretty. See how he just transitioned so pretty without breaking, no hitches, no anything. And by him doing that, because if he would have turned his head and went around the other way, he lost maybe another yard of ground on that receiver. That's enough time for that receiver to catch that touchdown. But now because he did that, he's right in his chest. He's right mimicking him. So where are you going to complete that? Because now he's on you. Quarterback ain't got nowhere to go. Quarterback's got nowhere to go right there. Great play. No, sir. Tell him. No, sir. That's a great play right there. I think he gets a good little tackle right here after this false start. But as I said before, I mean, I think he's got to get better as far as maybe in a zone guy because he's so strictly a man-to-man. I think they played a lot of man at Florida, but then, they played some zone concepts in here. They played some covers twos. They played some cover 3, 4, 6. They played covers in here, and you can see them. So I think he can definitely play that zone coverage. That's not probably his forte. You can see him again right here. He's at the bottom of the screen. Watch the break speed. Breaking on that quarterback. Get in there. He ain't afraid to tackle. Look at that. Good play. He ain't afraid to tackle your ass. I like that. He's not afraid to do that. He's going to get up in your chest, and like I said, he's going to fight you every single play. And that's what that's what the Cowboys need. I mean, the only guy we really had that I seen do that, I mean, Diggs fought a little bit, but still the only dog that I really seen with that mentality is still the Jordan Lewis. And you can see he's comparable to him, but I think he's thicker than the Jordan Lewis. And I think he Asante Samuel Jr., I think he has a little more than Jordan Lewis. He's a dog, though, too. Great bloodlines, but we'll see it right here. I think this is where he's going to get his interception. Look at him at the top of the screen right here. Watch him follow that quarterback. Watch him. Stay disciplined. Stay disciplined. Look at him. Look at him follow. Stay disciplined. Stay to this. Get that. Boom. That's mine. Go ahead and take it, baby. Go ahead and take that, baby. That's that discipline. Watch that discipline right here. That's that good eye discipline right here. You see me again at the top. And he was saying that I think the gentleman asked him a question about this defense and how he got this interception. He was saying basically, he just stayed with his technique, stayed in his own principle, and they said that the coach said that he was not good running to his left and throwing right, and that he would be more inaccurate ball. So that's him listening to his coach, doing maybe possibly some good film study, and making a play, because you see it right here. See that? Like that? He can get it right here. See him sitting. He's turning around, watching. Look at the good reaction time right here. Now he's like, okay, I see it. Now it's time to go after it. Look at him break on it. Errant pass, interception. There you go. Pluck it out the sky. Like that. You can see a little bit from this backside over here. Girl, Marvin Wilson was doing his thing in this game too. See him right here. When he break on that ball, boom. Errant pass. Good play, Asante. Samuel Jr., I like you. I like that aggression. I love the way he was talking when he was talking that, yeah, I don't care, don't slip on me. Let's see what we got out here. Got some other good plays in there. Oh, yeah, here's a good one. Check this coverage. I think there's some good man-to-man. They got him in the slot right here. He said, I ain't no slot guy, but I can play some nickel. You know what I mean? I can play a little bit of that. But watch this play right here. Got him in that slot right here. Man up in the slot. And like I say, he can play that nickel. He's an outside corner to me. Then you know how they pigeonhole Jordan Lewis. They looked at his size. Oh, you're 5'10", but you got long arms, but we're going to keep you in the slot. This dude's an outside corner. He can play some nickel back for you, but he's an outside corner, and he can play, and I think he can play it well. But look at this right here. He liked them challenges, too. Look at that. He doesn't even get his hands on them and still stays with them. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Look at this right here. I like that. I like Asante. Like your daddy. You ain't getting that, dog. Force a good. That quarterback wasn't a great quarterback anyway, but doesn't matter. I like how he plays it. Let's see. I like you to get a better tackling right here. There's areas at the bottom of the screen right here. The diving, I like to get a little better technique. Don't get so wild with it. Wrap up a little more because you could miss that tackle easily. That's when they jump over top of you and you miss it because you're diving. So I like a little bit better discipline on the tackle right here. You see him right here? Like a little better discipline on that tackling. But still made a play. Let's see right here. Let's see what we got right here. See, I like if the thing that I want you to see is just how quick his feet are right here. and then how quick he reacts to it. That's what I like. See how quick he reacts to that ball? He reacts to this ball like when he sees it, he reacts to it very quickly without a hesitation and losing steps. That's what I love about him. Like, once he's on it, he's on it. No hesitation in it. Get it, boom, go. Right already on it, and I like that. Like I said, he's an average athlete, but his anticipation skills, his reactionary skills, his natural feel for the game makes up for that being an average athlete. Because some guys that are super supreme athletes, they can get away with sloppy technique and things of that nature. The thing that I like about him is technique can technique can get better, but the natural fluidity and the natural feel for the game that he has, that's what I like about him. And the aggressiveness. Like I said, he's going to fight you every single play, and the Cowboys need that in the back of the end of their secondary. Now look at this play. Receiver drops it, but he's with them all the way. That was a kind of crazy, funky pass, but watch him right here. Got him right here. Mirroring him all the way. Good. Feet is good. Quick feet. Look at that. He's there with you. You're going to have to work. Incomplete. Could have been a hell of a catch, but at the end of the day, he is always in your hip. Are you talking about law calling hip pocket Lewis? Asante Samuel is always in your hip, and he is going to compete every single play. That's the kind of guy I would love to see on the Cowboys. Guys are going to compete every single play, especially on that back end. Guys with attitudes. Dallas hasn't had that in a very long time. Not with just one guy, too. The whole secondary. I want the whole secondary to have the doggish mentality, because once they get that, it's going to change how the defense plays. It's going to change how they react. It's just going to make just a big difference to me in that cornerback room, in that secondary room, in that DB room, knowing that you got that swag on the team. And that's what the Cowboys need. They need some swag on that back end. And I definitely wouldn't mind Asante. Now, as I said before, if you have J.C. Horn, if you have Patrick Surtain available, I mean, one of those guys are probably going to get picked. Now, the way the board is going to fall, Asante Samuel, I don't think he's going to go in the first round, in my opinion. I think he'll probably more second, possible third. It just depends how it drops. It depends how it falls. You know what I mean? It ain't about your talent. It's just about how the draft falls. You know what I mean? So you could be a first rounder and drop to the third round and still be a first rounder, just how it falls. So, man, let me tell you something. I said this in the beginning. If Cowboys got a J.C. Horn like at 10 and we're able to get a Asante Samuel like come back in the third round, maybe got a D-tackle in the second and come back in the third, and you got like Asante Samuel, that right there, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, would have me doing all kind of cartwheels. You would see me with the Grinch smile. You would see me with some excitement. You would see me with some smiles because that doggish mentality that they're going to bring in that back end is going to excite me. So I like Asante. I wouldn't jump out there no first rounder, but I definitely would love to get him in those little bit later rounds. And like I said, the ability, he's definitely has the ability and be a starter in this league. So it'll be how the draft kind of falls. But if it falls open and he drops because of maybe size or they want to pigeonhole him in the slot, please let him fall to the Cowboys and let him see him in the third round or something like that. You know, we don't know how this draft is going to fall, but Asante Samuel is a guy that I would like on the Cowboys. The attitude, the mentality, the bloodlines, just like when we talk Surtain and we talk Horn, that's another guy with great bloodlines, and he knows the game. And you've seen the interview. That's the type of kid I want on the Cowboys. That's the kind of dude I want in that secondary. So we'll see how this draft falls. It's right around the corner next Thursday. We're going to be in the building on that first round. So, yeah, I'm definitely liking Asante Samuel Jr. Shout out to my dog, Jay Tuck. He said, might as well just come on over and be a Florida State fan. I ain't going that far. But I like you guys over there that got some talent. And y'all know I like Marvin Wilson. I don't care what people saying about him. I still like him. And I like Asante Samuel Jr. Love that competitive nature. I love what he brings to the table. And if the Cowboys can slip up and scoop him along with a J.C. Horn, that'd be a coup right there. You feel me? So with that being said, it's going to be Big Game James. As we end, as you see again, Asante Samuel right there. Just a quick video, another Coach J film day. Let me know how you liked it. Let me know how you liked the video. We'll probably get one popping again tomorrow, but just some quick thoughts on Asante Samuel Jr. Oh, man, I love that dog. And like I said, I seen a video with they played Syracuse, and he was already scrapping with the first play. Them the type of dudes I like, and them the type of dudes I want on the Dallas Cowboys for 2021 and beyond. Coach J